Hello guys, today we're going to be ranking every Gorilla Tag map. Okay, the first map is Forest. Forest was the first map, but it still holds up really well.
S tier goes in S tier.
The next map that we're doing is Beach. So Beach is an A tier. Well, it's not an S tier because it's mainly only used for tricks, but it's an A tier because of its fun ropes and zip lines.
The next map is Skatepark. Okay, hoverboard map. I think this map deserves B tier because it's a good map. Skateboarding is really fun, but they're a little bit hard to control, and for that, I think it goes B tier.
The next map is Magma Arena. So Magma Arena is probably gonna be put in C tier. I just think it's not very that fun. I just think it's kind of boring.
The next map is Caves. Caves is a good map. I don't think it's the best map for tag. I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. It would go in C tier, but since it has these cool note blocks, I think that bumps it up a spot for me. Now it's time for OG Caves. This map I feel like goes in A tier because it's a good map for tag, but I'm more so putting in A tier because of Mines. Mines is amazing and it's super scary. Ghost Reactor, I really like it. I think it's fun to mess around in. But yeah, I really like the ghost and the currency. It's just a good map in every way. I almost forgot. For that reason, I'm putting it in S tier.
I'm gonna be putting Clouds in A tier. It's not that fun to play tag in this map because of how big it is and how fast the gliders can go. But this is the only map where you can find the gliders and use the gliders. So for City, I'm gonna be putting it in S tier because it's the only place where you can buy cosmetics to change your look. It also has things like the comp course, access to the arcade, the basement, critters, mountains, and this guy.
Basement, I feel like is a good map, but it's a good map, but it gets pretty boring after a while. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in C tier.
For the arcade, I'm gonna include Virtual Stump with it. So for that reason, I'm giving it an S tier. But this map also has some cool arcade games like this Whack-A-Mole game. There's just such a big variety of maps with Virtual Stump, which is why I'm putting it in S tier.
I really like the Critters map. It reminds me of Pokemon. You get to collect them all. I just think it's a really well-designed map. I like all the 3 different biomes. So for that reason, I'm putting it in A tier.
So Mountains is a really good map. It has fun slides and ice, and it's the only map where you can find these snowballs. So I'm going to be putting it in A tier because it's a really good map, but it just doesn't meet S tier requirements.
Next map, Canyons. I did it. Okay, I think Canyons is a B tier because it is really fun and stuff, but it honestly kind of gets boring pretty quickly. But I get this B tier. Okay, so the next map is the Bayou map, but I mean, it's literally just like a recopy of Forest, but there's some lore and the lily pads are bouncy. So I'm sorry Bayou, but for that reason you're going in D tier. Okay, so Metro is like cool because of all the miniature scale and everything, but it's not really fun to play tag in. Only cool thing is maybe the cargo ships because they're super bouncy. So for that reason, it's going in C tier.
Okay, Monkey Ball. I would put this in S since it's like you can build pretty much whatever you want, but it's going in A tier because kids always grief you, and like sometimes it's just hard to build stuff and it's like glitchy. You can't go on the edge sometimes, but it's still a good map, so it's getting A.
Okay, so the next map is rotating, and I honestly think who really knows what map is rotating because like no one even plays it. Like right now, there's some kind of like crawl space map. I honestly didn't even know this, but rotating is probably going in B tier because also maps are really strange. Like last rotating map was like some kind of, I don't even know, it was like yellow things and like big balls and things like that. It looked like some kind of someone's brain. So yeah, rotating map, you're going in D tier.
Now that we ranked all the maps, we'll show the full tier list right here. Take a moment to look at it. And now, we're going to
drop it down in the comments, consider subscribing, and join our Discord.